An exiled Russian businessman has given MPs a fascinating insight into the shadowy world of the private military company known as the Wagner Group. This network of mercenaries is accused of doing Putin's dirty work in Ukraine. But who are they and what do we know about them? Well, the Wagner Group is led by Yevgeny Prigozhin. This video claims to be of Mr. Prigozhin recruiting Russian prison convicts. He's believed to have thousands of troops in Ukraine, accused of war crimes and attempting to assassinate President Zelensky. His ability to access and recruit prisoners is only possible because Mr. Prigozhin has an extremely close relationship with President Putin. According to former political prisoner Mikhail Gordakovsky, he's as influential as Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu or Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov.
He is using this money to finance these groups. These are large amounts of money, hundreds of millions of dollars. And the criteria here is only one, as it looks to me, it's loyalty.
So why does President Putin need a proxy military group? Why doesn't he use his own military? Well, put simply, plausible deniability for crimes such as murder, rape and terrorism.
You can see this in his statements, public statements. He always lies. And you would think, why would he lie? Because he believes that if he is not saying something openly, and if it cannot be proven, then it somehow does not exist.
The relationship, of course, goes both ways. Putin supplies money and weapons to the group, but they also are alleged to be raising money for the Russian war effort. One US organisation is collecting evidence that Putin is using the Wagner Group to bypass Western sanctions by raising funds through the Central African Republic and other African nations.
The Wagner Group has become instrumental in Putin's ambitions in gaining access to natural resources throughout Africa, whether gold or oil or diamonds. The Russian Federation has acquired fungible assets that keep the war machine churning in Ukraine.
So what happens if Putin loses the war in Ukraine? Well, opposition groups believe there are two possibilities. The first, Putin will blame all war crimes in Ukraine on the Wagner Group and seek to prosecute them in Russia. Private militaries are illegal, so the group is operating outside the law with Putin's blessing. If Putin is deposed, it's thought that the Wagner Group has been influential in appointments to the Ministry of Defense, so it's possible that their influence could continue, and that's not good news for Ukraine.
They do not have significant potential in terms of internal politics while Putin is in power. However, if Putin loses the war, or if he loses his position in any other way, this group will be very significant, and the vector of its activity would be clear. They would be moving in the direction of continuing the war, because if the war stops, then their political influence ceases.
In the meantime, there is increasing pressure on the world to designate the Wagner Group a terrorist organisation. It's hoped that this would cause enough damage to their reputation to negatively affect recruitment and discourage third countries from allowing them to work there.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.